I'll use a different. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to you guys. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How's everyone? I hope everybody's doing okay. How are you guys in this fine evening? So maraming salamat. I could see that there's a lot of comments in our chat box already. I will uh, read them one by one, but I would like to greet everybody. I would like to make a shout out to everybody everybody who are here. Maraming salamat for all the support to our channel. Every time we go live, you guys are here. Every time we upload a new video, you guys are here. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. So how's everyone? How's your weekend going? This is our live streaming for answering questions on travel updates, immigration concerns, any travel related updates to the Philippines, to the US, and we do travel recap. So to start, let's start. To start. So let's get started. Let's read some comments. Hello from Portland, Oregon, USA. Hey, Joy Paris. Hi from Bakersfield, California. Hey, Pablo. How are you? Hoping tourist is open. We all hope that. Good evening po, Miss Addy. San po ka pwede makontak private message po? Sa Facebook page namin, still the same handle, the Eaton Squad. You can message me there. US, nasa green list na po ba, ma'am? When kaya open ang foreign tours? I hope and I pray that Philippines will allow na po sila. No, the US is not on the green list. I actually went live on that as soon as the announcement went out. Unfortunately, the US is not part of the green list. Sana ma'am, marinig hinaing natin mga LDR, mag 2 years na tayong ganito ay ATF. I know, Marian. I really understand. I hope they will do something about it. Good morning, my family from Houston, Texas. Hey, Pops. Good morning. Why aren't they considering international students? Who knows? Hello, ma'am. Hello, Nova PH. Lady Cañete, ang US open na po ba? Ang US will be open in November for foreign tourists. From James, Addie, I have been married to a beautiful Filipina woman for several years, and I have never needed a 9A visa. Why the change in policy? This is because of the pandemic. When the pandemic has started, they started requiring a visa for foreign spouse. This is only if you are traveling alone. If your wife or and kids are already in the Philippines and you traveling alone from the US, then they will require you to have the 9A visa. But if you guys are traveling together with your beautiful Filipina, then you don't need to have a visa. Please open LDR. Love is not tourism. True, that's very true. Hello from Portland, Oregon. Hey, Joy Pares. From Philip Ramos, hello. I'm a US citizen and I keep getting conflicting info on my entry protocols. I am vaccinated. Upon arrival, how long do I have to quarantine? Philip, if you are coming from the US, you said US citizen, US is on the yellow list. If your vaccination status is verified, then you will only have to undergo 5 to 6 days quarantine. But if not verified, they don't accept the documents that you show them, the CDC white card, I've heard they don't accept that, then you will have to undergo 7 to 8 days quarantine. From Joy Pares, kumusta ang lahat? Love is not tourism. Hello po from Bahrain. Hey Khalil. I forgot to mention, I'm not Filipino. Oh, not a former Filipino, not so just a US citizen, not married to a Filipino national. What's your purpose in visiting the Philippines, Philip? What is acceptable IVC? There's a lot of IVC version. I have seen in a post because I am a member of this particular group that we get updates. They said that those ICV from Amazon is not valid. They needed the one from WHO or probably the one from CDC. So that's what they said. That's one of our subscribe no, not subscriber, but one of the members of that group said studying is not tourism. Ella, the problem over here in the Philippines, we don't even have a face-to-face class here yet. So nobody is going to school since March of 2020. All they do over here is online and modules. So that's why I don't see them opening the students' visa because there's really no schools right now over here. I join your Facebook page. Thank you so much, Joy. Nananawagan na po si Ambassador Romualdez na isama po ang US sa green list. Yep, there's rumors that they wanted US, Canada, and Europe to be included on the green list. We shall see. Because somebody made a comment that the Philippines is just actually copying the CDC list for red, yellow, and green. Hi, Ma'am Adi. Hi, Christian. Good evening. Hello, Adi. Good evening. Hey, Marisa. Good evening. Hello from Singapore. Hey, Vinsoy. Good evening, all. Hey, Love Ara. Thank you. You're welcome, Philip. Not married. Tourism. Unfortunately, this type of traveler is still close to the Philippines, Philip. Howard, once I get my ROM form, consulate, can I apply for an or is there another is there another step? You have to finish your ROM before you can proceed with your 9A visa because the ROM is part of the requirements for the 9A visa. Hello, my dear. Thanks for what you're doing for us. I am British citizen, had fully vaccinated. Can I visit the Philippines? Hey, Prince. Welcome to our show. It really depends if you are one of those permitted travelers to the Philippines right now. But if your purpose of traveling to the Philippines, but if your purpose of travel to the Philippines is for tourism, unfortunately, that is not possible at the moment because international tourism in the Philippines is still closed. It's still suspended until further notice. Bangkok, Thailand will open on November 1st with no quarantine for fully vaccinated international tourists. The US is one of the countries that have no quarantine when entering Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah, I know other neighboring Asian countries are now opening, but we hope that the Philippines will follow, but we'll never know. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Ella. Hopefully, Canada is open for tourism. Canada is still closed for tourism. Hey, then USA is on the yellow list. Nah, see you tomorrow. I'm praying for the green list for the US. I know it's like there's been rumors that they are pushing for US, Canada, and Europe to be part of the green list. Effective November 1st, Thailand will no longer require the certificate of entry. You only have to register on Thailand Pass, which is very simple and easy to do. It's like that's another option of city to meet your girlfriend. But the problem is they are kind of strict. They are very strict on outbound passengers at the moment. You know kung anong taking so long to open. Take note what other Asia are doing to revive the economy. Look into what Thailand is doing. OA naman restriction. I could really understand your frustration, guys, when it comes to travel restriction. I would go crazy too if my husband is in the US and he's not able to visit us here in the Philippines. But we are not in the power to to kind of. It's like right now we got really no choice but to wait and follow what the protocol is. We can bitch all we want, but we 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 can't really do anything about it. If the Philippines doesn't get it together, they will lose big time. All countries around you are already opening. Yep, that is true. Good morning from Edina, Minnesota, USA. Hey, Gary. Good morning. He just turned. He just turned 18. He needs a 9A visa. If you are traveling with your dual citizen Filipina, you're traveling together to the Philippines, you don't need to have the 9A visa. But if she's already in the Philippines and you are traveling alone to the Philippines, then you need a 9A visa. Shoutout po ma'am, tanong ko lang ma'am, hindi pa ba nakasama ang Saudi sa green list? Thanks po ma'am. Hindi siya kasali Bert sa green list, hindi kasali ang Saudi. Yellow pa rin ang Saudi, yellow list. Afternoon, Addie. Hope you're well. Hey, Chris. Yep, doing good. How are you, Chris? Hope UK green list too. Yes, we're hoping on that. Yep, I've heard rumors that they are really requesting for the US, Canada, and Europe to be part. Let's see the CDC list for green, yellow, and red countries. If it's really true that the Philippines is just copying the CDC list, I'm kind of curious about it. If it's really true, I don't even see it here. I have to look for it and compare. I have to look for it and do a comparison. If it's really true. Good morning, just woke up. Hey, Sis Cecilia, good morning. Ah, I did not understand that, Amid. I'm so sorry. Did Forrest send a special gift yesterday? Special gift? To who? Floyd said. Is he getting you in trouble? Raining here in New York. Oh, don't get wet. Is a 9A visa the same as a tourist visa? Yes. Actually, the 9A visa is a tourist visa. Right, but right now they only approve that to those permitted travelers to the Philippines, like the foreign spouse, foreign parent, foreign children of a Filipino national. For tourism purposes, that's actually suspended until further notice. Yeah, it's like I will be doing an update on I actually have some few updates that I'm going to film and they will be out in the next few days. So like I said, when I do my update, I make sure that it comes from a legit source. It comes from one of the official government website of the Philippines. I don't jump right away when there's new news in the web because there's a lot of fake news in the website. And as a responsible YouTuber, I have to be careful delivering news to you guys that are fake and don't have any source to it. So like I said, I would rather be late and give you accurate news than being advanced and give you guys fake news. I was like, because a responsible YouTuber is not like that. So I am more on the quality of my travel update to you guys rather than uploading an update that is, you know, rather than just uploading an update to get more views. No, I'm not like that. I don't like that. I always make sure that my news are accurate and true. It's sweetest day here. Who's sweetest day? Floyd, I am confused. What's going on? Did he send a special gift? It's sweetest day here. Sweetest? It's his wife? No, it's not his wife's birthday. Floyd, you're confusing me. Good morning from San Francisco. Hey, Steve Lim. Thank you very much, Adi. Travel updates for everybody. You're very welcome and thank you for all the support. Will the 30-day visa return eventually when the Philippines will open for international tourism? I really believe that when they open up the country, when they open up the border, they will just reinstate the visa upon arrival like they used to. Happy sweetest day. Is there a sweetest day?
Apparently so.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so lost on that. So, can you keep me guys on the loop? What's the sweetest day, please? Thank you for the information. Look forward for more updates. Shout out po from Dasmariñas, Cavite. Hey, EJ Wayne Abbott. Hey, oh my God. How are you? How are you related to Abbott Company? Hi, Pablo JD. Hey, James Newman. Ay, mali. Hi, Ari. Can you explain the 9E visa newspaper requirement? I don't understand. Edna actually emailed me on that because she said that she was having a hard time looking for a newspaper, local newspaper in their area. It doesn't have to be on a specific area, it has to be just a local newspaper in the Philippines. You take a picture, you take a selfie. Wait, I will give you an example. Wait. It goes like this, James. Look at this one. Imagine this. This is a newspaper. And you take a selfie. You hold it like that. Then grab your phone and take a selfie. Then when you take a selfie, have it printed and get it notarized. That's how it's done. It's like Edna was a little bit confused on that earlier. And she said that she was having a hard time looking for the newspaper. I told her, it's like, if you can't get a newspaper, I can get a newspaper here and I will send it to her over there via LBC so she can have it. So she was confused if it's really the newspaper in Isabela. It doesn't have to be in a specific place. It just have to be the newspaper, local newspaper of the Philippines. Like,
Just has to be a Philippine newspaper.
yeah, it just have to be a Philippine newspaper. That's all there is to it. When open again, or we will need a different visa than before. Nobody really knows what will be their guidelines when the Philippines eventually open up. We will know all that when they open, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. But for right now, there is really no talk yet on when the international tourism will be open. Blessed evening, Sis Adi. Hi, Sis Thea. How are you? How are you, Sissy? Oh my God, I have a lot of message again. Wait. Yeah, you don't want to be like the other fools that can't get anything. Oh my God. There's Pops. Strikes again. When will open for tourism? Nobody really knows, Pablo. Live here from Singapore. Hey, Kenzo. I've heard Singapore is going to open too. Sorry, I meant to say once you filled out the paperwork for ROM and send it to California and the consulate sends me back the paper, Is that all I need to yes. When your ROM gets approved, they should return all the paperwork from it. That is what you need, the ROM that's approved. It looks like I will send you how it looks, but you just like the form that you filled up, the ROM, that's how it looks like with an approved stamp on it. Yeah. I'm good. 13 days. Lapo lapo. Here I come. I told you my money is for Chris. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Oh, there's a good news in our area. Our Sunday lockdown has been lifted. So we can actually go out now on Sundays because they will lift that tomorrow, because our cases over here has really dropped down. Before we were 100 plus a day, now they were able to get it down to 30, 20, 18. So that's really really good because our vaccination rollout here in Jensen is continuous. That's probably why, because more of the population in Jensen has been vaccinated. So that's, I just hope people would still be careful and not too complacent, because the Sunday lockdown has been lifted. I'm laughing, ha ha ha. Thank you for information. Why are you laughing, Joy? Care to share? Sis Adi, saan ko pwede makita ang link ng Love is Not Tourism? Meron ba sila post regarding request to open? Oh, marami silang post niyan. Actually, madami yan silang page. There's a lot of Love is Not Tourism page. Just because they also have a website like loveisnottourism.org, but there's quite a bit of pages on that in Facebook. Hi, Addie. Do you know if US allow AstraZeneca? Yes, they should. I actually did an upload on that last night. They have added three more vaccines to the accepted vaccines in the US. Before it was just Johnson and Johnson, Moderna, and Pfizer. Now they have added three more vaccines, which is the AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, and Sinovac. When will open for tourists? Oh, that's something we don't know yet. Thank you for the information. Great channel. Maraming salamat. Thank you, Paul. I always see your video. Thank you, Pablo. Abot is my fiance's family name. Wow! Big company. Any update? Love is not tourism. Not yet. Not yet, Kenzo. Thank you for the hearts, Eliza. Hello. Do Philippine Airlines need to fill out ECIF form? And if so, where do I find it? Excuse me. Philippine Airlines don't do the ECIF form, but you do the One Health Pass. Everything is in there. You register with One Health Pass. I actually have a tutorial on that in our channel. If you need the step-by-step guide, check out our videos in our channel. I have the One Health Pass tutorial in there. But yes, no need for the ECIF anymore for Philippine Airlines. They already removed that. All you need to do is register with uh, One Health Pass. Good evening to you, Addie. We appreciate what you do here for all of us, keeping us updated. You're very welcome. Nova and I are still waiting for RM. 5 months and still waiting. Oh, you messaged me on Facebook. I know, I know. It's like, I'm not sure what's taking so long for that rural traveler. What's like, it's been 5 months and they did not even email you guys if they need anything. Is this in San Francisco as well? Is this in San Francisco also? Right? Fingers crossed. It's like there will be a lot of Filipinos going home if US belongs to the green list. Australia will be opening in November 1. Oh, lots of countries reopening in November 1. USA, please, on green list. Yep, there's like, I will give you more details on that, but I'm already giving you guys a heads up that the US, Canada, and European countries to be included on the green list. They really push this request. So we shall see. Hello, hey GM LLC, how are you? We are from Bitaog or Santa Cruz. Maraming salamat. Davao? Is that in Davao? Dagang salamat. Walay sa pa yan, JVD Adventure. I mean, the most reliable page of not. Please send me link on FB so I can see some posts. Sige, sige. I-forward ko sa iyo yung finalo ko na Love is Not Tourism. Time to start living with COVID, not around it. Yep, that is very true. I'm going to Vegas this Monday from Vancouver. My AstraZeneca vaccine would be okay. Ah, yeah, it's like should be, right? But is that allowed already? AstraZeneca on Monday? You're traveling as I'm not sure if US is open from for Canada. But like don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure if they are open for everybody already, but just make sure to bring your vaccination card just in case they ask. Do we need a PCR test to fly with Philippine Airlines now? Okay, it depends. Let me explain this. If you are coming from the green list country, fully vaccinated, have the RT-PCR test should be negative within 72 hours from the uh, departing from your ports of origin. Then no quarantine for that. But if you are departing from the yellow list countries, no, Philippine Airlines does not really require for any negative RT-PCR test. San Francisco said that it takes 8 to 10 weeks of waiting for the ROM because they received a lot of application. We called last week and they look on our papers and it's better that they contact them. Okay? My girlfriend's waiting for opening. I know, Steve. But it's hard to contact them because they're so busy. Yup, it's so busy. Buenas noches, familia. Hey, Brother Jess. What was the reason for the newspaper? The newspaper is also one proof that your wife is in the Philippines. So that's one proof that your wife is currently in the Philippines. Thanks, Adi. That's what I told her. It's just proof of time and date, location in the yes. That's actually like as long as they see that Philippine newspaper because they already know when you submit that to the Philippine consulate, they know what are the newspapers in the Philippines. Inquirer, basta there's a lot of them. But as long as they see that Philippine newspaper you're holding with a selfie, make sure to have it notarized. Have Edna notarize it. Then she's good to go. I think that yeah. It's like that when they open November 1st. That's when it's like he was asking Pops because he's traveling from Canada to Vegas with AstraZeneca. So can you and Polar Bear fly to say Cebu and back with no issues? We have to quarantine when we get back to Jensen. 7 days. 7 days quarantine over here. Unless we because my friend did this, unless we fly from Jensen to Cebu, then Cebu to Davao because Davao only requires a negative RT-PCR test. We land in Davao, then we just have my brother pick us up in Davao and just travel back to Jensen. We should not have any quarantine on that route. 1 hour of Davao City, just north of Digos. Oh, you're in between Davao and you're in between Davao and Jensen, not very far from us, Thomas. Salamat sa information. Shout out Portland, Oregon. Thank you po. You're very welcome, Joy. Good evening. I just wanted to say thank you for keeping us updated. I very much enjoy your channel from the US. Thank you so much, Jaja. I'm dual. My Philippine passport renewal is pending. Can we enter the Philippines? You actually can with your US passport. Just make sure, Ame, to bring your dual citizenship paperwork. The documents that they gave you during your oath taking, because that will be in lieu of your Philippine passport. And just tell them your Philippine passport is still processing. So you can actually use that. On November 1st, yes, that's what I thought too, November 1st when they open. Sis Adi, do I need to send a Philippine newspaper to my asawa? No, Sisi. You don't need to send a newspaper to Howard. Just you. Madami dyan sa Manila. Mas dali kang makakakuha. Just buy a newspaper, hold it like this, then take a selfie. Print it and have it notarized. Kasi kailangan nila nakanotaryo yun. Ang dami nilang arte talaga, just ko Lord. Kung ano-ano, may barangay clearance, you need to have a barangay clearance as proof of your residency, then that selfie newspaper. What's up, Addie? Hey, Jay Wilkes. How you doing? In the US, all we get is white handwritten vaccine card. It's not accepted in Manila Airport. What can we do to prove vaccination? They said that they needed the yellow card. This is actually a heads up to everybody because wait, I will read it. I will read a comment. I will read a comment that I got from that group that I'm a member of. This is in Tagalog, but I will translate it, okay? He said, "Kauuwi ko lang few days ago. I just got home a few days ago. Hindi tinanggap ang my QR code from New Hampshire. They did not accept the QR code from the New Hampshire. I assume this is the digital vaccination certificate. Di nila tinanggap or honor kasi ang tanging tinatanggap lang nila is yellow card. So, they did not accept that document that I have as my vaccination proof with the QR code because they only accept the yellow card. And aware din sila sa yellow card from Amazon yung pinakita nila sa akin. And they are also aware that yellow card the yellow card that you get from Amazon, but this is the catch. Yellow card na may QR code from WHO daw yung yellow card from Amazon kahit anong so they don't accept the yellow card that you get from Amazon because they don't have the QR code. They only accept the yellow card from the WHO with the QR code. Let me see. WHO ICV. Let's see if they have that yellow card, that QR code that they are saying. I am just basing this from a traveler that just got to the Philippines a few days ago. Unfortunately, they are not accepting those yellow card from Amazon. They want the one from WHO, which would look like, I'm looking for a Bureau of Quarantine I'm looking for the international version of it. So which I couldn't find. If you guys can but that's what he said. That's one of his comments actually that I'm reading. That they don't accept the one from Amazon, they want the one from WHO. That whenever explanation I told them for the proof of my vaccination, they won't believe me. They really want the yellow card. So so we don't really know what else they want. Government bookstore sells yellow card, $1, but must be 25 pieces. Make sure the yellow card that you guys get uh are the what do you call this? Are the ones with code. I guess the ones from CDC got a code, or at least get the one from CDC. You know, that's the one in CDC with QR code. It don't have a QR code either. The ones that I'm seeing with the QR code is the one that's issued by the Bureau of Quarantine here in the Philippines. So be able to get the yellow card, have all the information of your vaccination transcribed to your yellow card, have your physician sign it, then if as much as possible, have them stamp on it. I don't understand what the Philippine government really wants, because the CDC card is already there. Then you, if they really want to have proof that your vaccination is legit and not fake, then you attach your digital vaccination certificate that comes from your State Department. They wanted the yellow one, which and needs to be will be handwritten and needs to be signed by your physician. How would they even know that if it's you if it how would they even know that it's your physician who signed that yellow card? It's like there will be more fake documents on that, on what they require. So just like you guys know what the yellow card I'm talking about, right? So let me show you the yellow card. Let me show you the yellow card of the CDC. The yellow card of the CDC, you will have to fill it out, or at least have your doctor fill it out. Have your doctor fill it out. But the problem is, how will they know that it's really your physician who filled it out? How would they really know if your physician has signed it? So it really doesn't make sense sometimes, but okay, that's what they want to do. So this is, oh my God, that's wrong. This is the CDC, that this one, the one on the upper right hand side of your screen. So that's the CDC. That's what your physician needs to fill out and what do you call this? Sign. So you get more fake documents on that. So and the US does not really issue yellow card, just the white card. Still nonsense continues. Want to meet the idiots making such rules. Yep, you want to meet them, brother? I'll make an appointment. Just is so. There's no such thing as yellow card here in the US. I know it's like I know in European countries they have that. I think they have the digital thing in Europe, but hi sis, tsaka nga Wilma pasis sis pakadara Master Kigaw ha. Howard is right. Yup. Got in Amazon with QR code on back of yellow card. Oh, that's good. That's really great. I think that because that's what that traveler said, that they wanted the the yellow card with the QR code. And it's good if you can. It's good that it comes with a code at the back. Last time I saw such when I was 10 years old. I never see one. So also have your doctor put their license number on it under the signature. Yep, that's a good point. Use your physician's parking validation stamp. That's see, you can really fake a document, you know? You can really fake a document doing that. The yellow card is also accept maybe the yellow books with all vaccinations since I was a child, including the COVID vaccination. This is an old little yellow book. I was like I was like, I don't really know. It's like sometimes the rules doesn't make sense. And there was this one guy who's been posting. He said that it's the revised IATF resolution. He even gave the number in the version, but I did what you know me. I don't like I said, I don't jump into a news or an update right away. I do my research, making sure it comes from a legitimate source. But the problem is with the resolution number that he gave and all that, and I checked the IATF website, there is no such thing on that note that they are now accepting the white card, they are now accepting the digital vaccination certificate. So it's like I wish some people would be a lot more responsible on that, because everybody's waiting for an update from the Philippines. And I hate for everybody to, I'm just like, as much as possible, I don't want to give false hope to everybody, because that's one thing I'm not going to do to you guys, because I know how it feels. I will be upfront with you. I will be honest with you. I will give you the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. But I would rather tell you the truth outright than lie to you and just give you guys false hope. I will never do that to you guys. When you think the Philippines will open up for tourism, we don't really know, David. It's like, but with the vaccination rollout in the Philippines right now, it's a good possibility that they are really preparing to open soon. And we are really hoping on that. Ha ha ha. Nosebleed here. Alangan, tanawan niya mga bisita. Oh, puros mga English die. Why would we follow the WHO, Chinese CCPA? Really? I did not know that. Hi everyone. Hey Mr. Torres. I asked my health department here in Lexington, Lexington, they knew nothing about it. I got my vax at the health department. They would not commit to signing if I bought one. Oh, you see, that's the problem. In the US, you can't just go to your physician and say, hey, can you sign this for me because I need it? They are very careful on that, on signing documents. Hi, Mom Addie. Thank you for this info. I look forward that the US will be in a green list. Yep, we're hoping so. Who will fake such documents? Don't make any sense to expose yourself in trouble. Unfortunately, the Philippines is known for faking documents here. There's a certain area here that you can go and get fake documents. And I think that is what they are trying to avoid. But the problem is it's backfiring them. It's biting their ass back. When will Philippines reopen for foreigners? This is probably question number 12 for tonight. But I will answer it again. We don't really know. We don't have a definite date when it will open. Devil is always in the details. That is very true. What I have myself is the white card print out from CVS Pharmacy at of shots given and California digital printout. That should be enough proof already. To me, that should be enough proof already to prove that you are really fully vaccinated. So I don't know what's up. That because the Philippines has this yellow card that you can get from the Bureau of Quarantine. But the problem is you have to be inoculated here in the Philippines and not abroad. If you were inoculated abroad, you have to get it from where you got your vaccination, which unfortunately don't have or don't know what that yellow card is. So IATF ranks USA a yellow country. With this rank, please ask War. Rocky War. To be honest, I don't really know how they categorize. Oh, sorry. How they categorize their ranking when it comes to those yellow and green countries. What's their basis? Called my doctor's clinic and they don't have this yellow card. I'm now hoping my doctor will be willing to sign my Pfizer doses, which I got in mass vaccination supervised by the National Guards. We're really hoping. It's like if either of you guys, one of you guys over here, or one of our subscribers traveling to the Philippines with the Amazon yellow card and you were able to have your physician fill it out and sign it and submit it to the BOQ staff at the airport for verification, please do let us know in one of our videos if it's accepted. That way we can use it as reference for others who plan to go home to the Philippines anytime soon. If $50 too much to get green status, lots of laugh. Just joking. I know, Jags. I have a yellow card from the Department of Health and Human Services. Where are you from, Mr. Torres? Hello, Kabayan. Greetings from Hokkaido, Japan. Hey, good evening. Hey, Lalaine. The Consulate General here in Vancouver posted that Canada does not have a reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. So it's 7 days quarantine for us. Yep, they said that the digital vaccination certificate or country that has a reciprocal agreement with the Philippines that accepts a VaxCert PH. For example, the VaxCert PH is accepted in Canada. Whatever digital vaccination certificate you have or whatever card you have over there given to you during your vaccination, then that will be accepted in the Philippines. But if your country does not recognize the VaxCert PH of the Philippines, then there is no reciprocal agreement to that. And Daniel is right. You will have to go through the 7 days quarantine, at least 8 days quarantine. My mother's Filipino nurse 4 months ago reservation was canceled by Emirates Airline, still offering flights on the same date 500% higher. Greedy making advantage of the situation. Be careful, travelers. There's also a rumors that they are raising the travel cap. So that is actually good. So they raised it 1,000 at a time. I've read that the travel cap has already increased since October 1 from 2,000 to 3,000. So they have actually raised the travel cap already to the Philippines. So that was dated October 1. That was silent, no? That was quiet. But I found a source, a legitimate source, that they have actually raised the travel cap 1,000 more from the previous travel cap. So right now, in Manila or in Naiya, it's 3,000 passengers a day. In Cebu, it's 400. And they are talking about raising it again this month, before the month end, to another 1,000. So that's actually good if they raise it up to 4,000. Detroit, Michigan. I'll travel when this nonsense ends. No way I'll spend my 100 pennies there. But funny how they want to keep us out. Just say it. Don't come to the Philippines. That would make more sense to me. Ah, no. I laugh on the 100 pennies. I don't believe on the 100 pennies. Please don't donate that on our get together, okay? For our grand meeting, Brother Jess, not 100 pennies. Watching from Deerfield, Illinois. Hey, Cesar. Good evening. Let me ask you something. Is this all leading to Philippines opening up to allow USA travelers? It could be. It could be. This positive change will always be a possibility for the Philippines to open. Mexico never had restrictions or lockdowns, and economy now is thriving again. Plus, food is so inexpensive now. I want some tacos. To travel to a foreigner country, you have to get vaccinations. To which country? Yeah, those countries that are going to open now, they need you to be fully vaccinated. Why are they allowing so little in Cebu? Why does Manila get all the traffic from airlines and benefits? Because it's the national capital region. It's the epicenter of international flights. There are more flights in Manila compared to Cebu and Clark combined. So that is why I hope the Philippines will at least open similar to the way Thailand has. Their requirements are reasonable. Yep, I really hope so. I'm ready with 300 pennies to meet my peeps there. Oh my god, 300 pennies. How much is that? Pennies
$3.
is three bucks? I'm from Aurora, Illinois. Hey Floyd, we know you're from Illinois. What was that sweetest day? You have not answered me that. What's the sweetest day? We have what we have what's called a travel doctor that are located all over the US. Just Google it for your area. I went to them before in the past and they know what you will need to travel. Just trying to help. Thank you, Jaja. I actually have a subscriber. We will read. I actually have a permission for the this vaccination proof and stuff. I will read because he just got here to the Philippines. Granted, he landed in Cebu, but should be the same, almost the same protocol. But this is what he said. Hi, I'm in Cebu. Wanted to make sure first my yellow World Health Organization vaccination card was accepted. They were very happy with it, and I asked how I get it. The link to the organization that I use is passporthealthusa.com. You have to ask to make sure they have the card, and I asked them to transfer the COVID info from the white CDC card to the yellow one. They were happy to do it. When I got the booster, I gave them the yellow card to record it on. So he gave uh he gave a website. He said passporthealthusa.com. I will post the link. So that's where he was able to get his records from his white CDC to the yellow card. Just wait, they will follow other countries when they open. Philippines will just follow. Yep, that is true. Ang ganda mo. Wow, Christian ah. Nambobola ka ah. I bet the air I bet the air for years are going to be really, really high. They're going to get you one way or the other. I live in Hawaii right now. I want to go back home. To the Philippines, yep. Hawaii is kind of like the Philippines, right? It should be close to the culture in the Philippines. Or is that in Palau? 300 pennies, sayang yung luggage weight limit. True. It's like he said, 300 pennies. You're wasting your luggage weight limit for that much pennies. Hi, Eaton Scrad from Sydney, Australia. Is AstraZeneca on the accepted list of vaccinations in the Philippines? Love your vlog. Yes, the Philippines is actually accepting Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, Sinovac, Sputnik. They added Sputnik in there. So those are the vaccines that I know that they accept. I actually just read that the first batch of vaccines from Russia. I'm not sure what's the vaccine from Russia.
Sputnik, probably.
Oh, is that Sputnik? So Russia has donated vaccines to the Philippines. Sweetest day is like Valentine's Day. Really? That's a thing? Is that just in Illinois or is that I never heard of this.
Probably in the United States.
I never heard of that while I was there. Is that new? Have you heard of
It's
it?
kind of like National Teachers Day and
Oh,
National Chocolate Day and
chocolate day. Addie, we don't have the yellow card here in the UK. I think the UE digital certificate, they accept that, Chris, because I've seen a lot of travelers coming from France, from the UK. They have accepted the EU digital vaccination certificate. I sent you a picture of my yellow card. Oh, okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, oh, this is what they gave you. That's cool. Thank you. Oh, so you will have it. Oh, they're sure. Ah, it's like, thank you, Mr. Torres. So they really have the vaccines that you got, huh? With your physician signature. Thank you for that. Maraming salamat, Mr. Torres. Oh boy. I haven't asked the Eaton squad about investing in a condo. Do you have hunk? It's a good deal. Positives versus negatives. I I don't. It's like you're planning on getting a condo in where, Makati or BGC. I have a friend that lives in BGC, and for sure I can ask her because she's familiar with BGC. Yeah, that's where he got his digit the thing that he needs done to his yellow card that just got to the. Think it's a good idea to get a condominium in the Philippines? Yeah, if you're coming back and forth to the Philippines, that's you can actually own a condominium unit over here as a foreigner. I do want to retire there. Will miss my burritos and tacos. Jess, you can make it over here. We make burritos and no, we don't make burritos, but we can make one if we want to. But you can make your own burritos and tacos. You can actually get the seasoning over here, the ingredients over here. But food is
All
getting
except for
better.
refried beans.
He said not accept the refried beans. Unfortunately, we don't have the refried. Maybe in some market they have, but food is getting better and better there. Oh yeah. That's your future. Your future asawa lives in Davao. It's like for sure there's tacos over there. I'm going to need a yellow card to get back into the Philippines. This is crazy. I've got my white card and I've also got a paper that details more with the doctor's name and the time, everything. Why do I? Well, that is what they want to prove your vaccination status. So I don't know. Really mind blowing, yeah? I'm Maddie. How about Hong Kong? Do they need yellow card too? Thank you. I think Hong Kong is on the green list. Hong Kong is on the green list. If you are a Filipino citizen traveling from Hong Kong to the Philippines, all you need is a negative RT-PCR test done within 72 hours before departure, and you don't even have to undergo quarantine anymore. But like I said, you have to prove your vaccination. So I don't know what vaccination Hong Kong have, or is Hong Kong, or does Hong Kong accept the Vaxcert PH? Because that's with the reciprocal agreement thing. Hindi po. I sent you a picture to your Facebook. Yeah, I got it, Mr. Torres. Thank you so much for that. 10 days more na lang, kabayan, at back to Pinas na ako, hoping they accept our vaccination passport certificate. Thank you, kabayan, and more power. Lelaine, you're coming from Japan, right? Please, can you comment in one of our videos when you get to the Philippines if they have accepted your vaccination passport certificate? That would help others on what they. There are many. Yeah, I know. I know there's many Filipinos in Hawaii. Are you in the Philippines or Illinois? Floyd is in Illinois right now. When will open tourist visa? Bablo, I think I answered that earlier already. What I meant to say, I'm dictating into my phone. always makes mistake. It always makes mistake. Is that I bet the airfare prices they're going to be gouging, making or asking. Yeah, it's like especially this time of the year. It's peak season, so expect the worst on ticket prices. I will probably, if you guys are, if do you guys want me to make a video on how much ticket prices are when you fly to the Philippines in December? Just to give you guys a heads up. Thank you also. The Australian digital vaccination certificate accepted in the Philippines, or do I need a hard copy? Bring everything, Brian. Bring the document that you can show them to prove you are fully vaccinated. You're welcome. Thank you. Now Thailand is open for tourists. Yep, in November. Either Makati or BGC. BGC is nice. BGC is the new Makati actually. Hey Russell. The last time I was in Manila was February 2020. My airfare with Anna was 1,500 premium economy. Now they're charging almost 6,000 for travel in January 2022. Really? 6,000? That's a business class ticket price before. Now that's just premium economy? Is that round trip? Good lord, that's expensive. Every country has yellow card. It's a WHO vaccine registry. Yeah, they said in the US that's the yellow fever card. So, when is tourism open? The unlimited question for tonight. We don't know yet. My fiance probably got hot-headed with this yellow card requirement because he have white card. Yep, mostly in the US got the white card. When calling around health centers, clinics looking for yellow card, mention travel or immigration vaccination. There's a small unit that's aware of yellow cards. I had to get one before going to Africa. Oh, thank you for that, Jags. Maraming salamat. Okay, this is ridiculous. I have a vaccination card along would have vaccination certificate. Why the hell do I get to get a yellow card to go from US to the Philippines? I have my proof. This is crazy. You tell that to the Philippine government. Please don't shoot the messenger. Is it Hong Kong OFW Polo certificate? Yes. For overseas Filipino workers, you have to get the Polo certificate, not the yellow card. For non-Filipino, non-OFWs and foreign nationals, that's the yellow card. With 9A visa, which one lasts longer? Tourist visa? It's actually the same, Floyd. 9A visa is actually the tourist visa. Sure, I shared on your FB Kabayan. Thank you, Lalaine. Maraming salamat. I just saw Amazon yellow card with barcode. Yep, they are available in Amazon. I am an Indian working in Kuwait, married to Filipina with 3 kids living in Davao. Oh, you guys are not very far from us. Can I avail balikbayan if I meet my wife in Thailand and fly to Manila together? That would actually work. If you guys are married for so long, they don't have a reason for them not to accept him, right? So that might actually work, Russell. Another thing to mention is that Filipino citizens or balikbayans do not need onward ticket. So you can get one-way ticket. That is true. That's very true. Yes, round trip. Oh my God, 6 grand? That's a lot of money. Right? Before, it's like, because before, I usually book our ticket when we fly to the US. My husband don't do that. Don't do the ticket booking. Don't do the hotel booking. Don't do the packing. I don't let him help anyway because it's not. I'm not. I don't like the way he packs. So, but when I book ticket, it's like because sometimes I browse the business class ticket and they're just it's like sometimes your practical instinct kicks in like yeah, it would be nice to fly comfortable, but you can really use the money somewhere else. So let's just fly coach and just enjoy the flight. But for 6 grand on premium economy, Beb, 6 grand round trip. It's like I said, that's business class before. I'm not. I guess if that's the ticket, we're not flying for a while. Because when we go back to the states next time, we will try our hardest to bring the kids with us, and that's 5 tickets. My kids are not young anymore that we have to buy them the full ticket price. So if it's 6 grand times 5, that's 30 grand. Good Lord, I can buy a house already for that amount, you know? I don't have that kind of money to spend. does does the Eaton squad fly Philippine Airlines back and forth, or do you like other airlines? We usually fly with Delta. I love Delta. The reason why, because they have a stopover in Japan. And I have a favorite noodle house over there that I always go whenever I go back to the States, stopover in Japan. Philippine Airlines is actually good also because they serve Filipino food during the flight. So, but usually that's our airline, Delta or Philippine Airlines.
I prefer Philippine Airlines.
Forrest said he prefer Philippine Airlines. I like Delta. True, airfares skyrocket 4 times the normal. Yes, I know. It's like, oh my goodness. If I travel to the Philippines, do I have to go to Manila or will I be able to go to Legazpi? When you go to the Philippines, if your stopover is in Manila, you will have to quarantine first in Manila, then you can proceed to your final destination. Isn't that funny? Everybody waiting to go to the Philippines and they make everything hard to accomplish this. But when they open it up, people are still going to be screwed by paying ridiculous airfare. The airfare, you cannot really blame that from, well, I guess part of it, the Philippine government is to blame because of their travel cap. But remember, all airlines right now really lost a lot of money and they will make a way to regain that losses. And that's one, airfare ticket price hike. Do you know if they changed no prior visa upon arrival for Americans? Do I know when it finally opens? I really believe that they will just reinstate the visa upon arrival because how are they going to cater that if they start requiring for a visa before you can enter the Philippines? They will hire a bunch of staff for Philippine consulates that's going to be so busy processing tourist visa for leisure travel. So I really believe that they will just reinstate the visa upon arrival. One way from Vancouver to Cebu can be under 2,000 Canadian for 2 persons. Oh, that's not really bad, Danielle. Christmas travel has always been expensive. Still surprised by prices. Been trying to be there for Christmas time. Heard it's not. Oh yeah, you will enjoy Christmas. It's different from the States. Way different. We go overboard on our Christmas celebration over here. You can get yellow card from Safeway, Costco, Vons, pharmacies, etc. You have to request. Thank you for that information, Bill. Hi, the Eaton Squad. Kung meron ka ng yellow card, sino ba mag-fill up for yellow card mo? Yung physician. It has to be your physician. Kung saan ka nagpa-vaccine. Packing involves maximizing every space in your luggage. That's an extra spam and corned beef space. That's a That's a good one, Jags. Anna for ORS. From ORS. Anna. ORS or ORD? I think that's ORD. ORD is the terminal term for airport terminology of Chicago, Illinois. And want to be 100% sure. Yep, I got mine for 789 for November 13. Oh, that's cheap. What airline is that, Dolores? Now airline and now Thailand is opening for tourists. Yep, they do. I looked today. AU to Philippines from Sydney to Cebu returned in late January 2022. Flying economy Philippine Airlines, not bad for a ticket to paradise. I planned for only one way. Yep, yep. Yes, best place in the world to spend Christmas time. Can't wait to be there again. I know. Yep. I could understand that waiting waves and waves of people flying in once the Philippine is open. So maybe allowing those K1 applicants first. It's like I said, I really believe that when they open the Philippines, they will do it on stages. Not just, hey, everybody's welcome. Just look at what they are doing on the protocols, the quarantine. I know it doesn't make sense, but they are actually doing it stages by stages. They will just not open the gate right away. They would, just like in school, you can't enter without a school ID. So that's the visa. Sometimes you can't enter if you don't have your complete uniform. You can't enter if your uniform is not properly buttoned and shit like that. So I really believe that the Philippines will, because we can't just be too complacent on, or not us, but I can really see the Philippine government not being too complacent when it comes to that. So yes, please. Okay, I will look for prices from different airlines for December travel. Ma, missed my earlier message before 100% sure. Oh, where is that? Wait, let me find it. I think I read it already, Russell. Or not, you can repost it again, please. Once I am able to go back to the Philippines, I'm going to have to buy a throwaway ticket just to get visa situation in order. You can do that. I believe Delta only connects in Seoul, South Korea now. If coming from the US, yes. From coming from the US, their stopover is in Korea. Before time in Japan, they don't allow transit passengers. So they might have changed it. Flying with Lux always been less expensive than flying from any other destinations. Guess I'm lucky. Yes, actually, I just what Polar Bear said. He prefers Philippine Airlines because it's a direct flight. Your next stop will be in Manila already. No Asian country stops, no Hong Kong, no Japan, no Seoul, Korea, and all that. So once you get in, once you boarded in LA, your next stop will be Manila already. So it's like the flight is what, 13 hours, a 13-hour flight from LA to the last year when we went home. We flew from Mississippi. Where did we flew? Gulfport, no?
Yep.
So in our place, we drove an hour and a half to go to the airport. So that's in Gulfport, Mississippi. We flew from Gulfport to Georgia, then Georgia to LA, because they don't really have a direct flight from our city going to the Philippines. So but that's okay. That's domestic flight. It wasn't affected. The only problem to that is your luggage. So we actually have to pay for our luggage for domestic flight, which is okay because once we get to LA, our luggages were free. But yeah, that was the route from Gulfport, Mississippi to Atlanta, Georgia, then Atlanta, Georgia to Los Angeles, California. Hello, the Eaton squad from Greensboro, North Carolina. How are you all doing today? We're doing good, Monroe. Hello. Good morning. How are you? I got my vaccination in the Philippines last January 28, 2021. And I am in the US and planning to go to the Philippines on March 2020. What ICV card should I use? Since you are vaccinated in the Philippines, you have to request for it at the Bureau of Quarantine. They will actually give you a yellow card. So that is where you need to get it. You can fly direct to Cebu from Lux to I think on Thursday. Yes, Philippine Airlines actually caters flights from LA to Cebu direct. Ma'am, is balikbayan applicable to all nationalities or Section 408? Please advise. It only applies to Executive Order 408. If your country is not listed on the Executive 408, then balikbayan visa will not be applied. Hi, regarding the SRV visa, is it applicable for having already or not yet for Western guy? Which is what his question is, hi, regarding the SRV visa, is it applicable for having already or not yet for Western guy? What does he mean by that?
It's applicable for having already.
Having already a SRV, or can you, Lynn, can you elaborate more on that, please? Is January, February, March considered slow travel season? I hope they start doing a soft opening after the Christmas OFWs balikbayan crowds return abroad. Usually, off-peak season starts in February. January, in the middle of February, in the middle of January to February. Then it starts going up again in April because that's summertime. You can use Google or flights. They have good prices. Yep. Hello from South Africa. The last time I checked, I was paying 14,800 rand. How much is that in US dollars? So if no yellow card, have to quarantine. I have white CDC card and have certificate from Arizona. It really depends, Dolores, because they said there are some staff that would accept it, but there are some staff that's really strict on implementing the yellow card. So if they don't accept any of your vaccination proof, that is 7 to 8 days quarantine. You have to at least book 8 days, 7 nights, 8 days. I will have an explanation on that. I actually made a video on that already. That if vaccinated in the Philippines, you can get the BOQ issued ICV or enroll online. Yes, actually, I forgot to say that. Either you get it on Bureau of Quarantine or register with VaxCert PH because they accept the VaxCert PH. I always love your information YouTube channel as it is very informative to others like me who want to get to the Philippines. Thank you, Monroe. Monroe is always on my show every time I go live. No absent. My thoughts is they will add to Green Lane, the largest country, example US, Canada, UK, and Australia, one by one. So there is no stampede at the airports with 1,000 arrival each day makes sense maybe. They're actually up to 3,000. You're probably right on that, Brian. Like I said, they can just put it all at once. So if I marry a Pinay in the US, I can enter the Philippines and stay there forever as a resident only. It's like if you marry a Pinay, when you fly back to the Philippines, you will actually be granted with balikbayan visa, which is 1 year. Then you can apply for a resident card. And your resident card is renewable every 5 years, I believe. because the first phase of the resident card is the temporary resident card. After 1 year, you apply for the permanent resident card and you renew that every 5 years. So, yep, you can stay here. Even if I'm flying with my wife. If you're flying with your wife, you won't need a visa. Like I said, if you guys have been married for so long, then I don't see why not they won't let you guys in. Thank you sa answer mo. Kung sa pharmacy ka nakapag-vaccine, dun fill up yung yellow card mo. Yun ang sabi nila, Jeanette. Wherever you got your vaccination, so, English ko lang ha para makaintindi sila. Wherever you got your vaccination, that's where you need the yellow card to be filled out and signed. Because India is not on the hmm. What passport are you carrying, Russell? That might be the catch to it. You can apply for your SRR visa in your home country, then get a 9A and finish in the Philippines. In the Philippines, yes, that is actually the new update for SRRV. But you still have to get the 9A visa. Paid 1,800 to Philippine Airlines from Lux to Manila round trip, leaving soon, returning in February. No connections. Safe travels, Mark. Hey, Renee. Jen Terry just posted that most vaccinations card will be accepted. Don't worry, my loyalty is the Eaton squad. It's like I've seen that post, but I can't get a verification from it, Jess. So I can't just say that it's accepted. It's like that's why I'm very careful with my news that I can't just say that it's accepted, then a traveler goes to the Philippines and it's not accepted. No, but this person said it's accepted. You know what I'm saying? My fiance is planning to retire here in the Philippines using SSRV visa. That's cool. How about SSRV visa? Any advice? What is the process? Go to the, is that PNA or PNR website? They have all the details, or just Google SRV visa for Philippines. The first link that would show up on the page should be the right. Oh, Indian passport. I don't think they give balikbayan visa for Indian passport. What if I use two different places to get your shots? Alaka. Probably the one on the file is like you probably get both. I think. It's 1020. Oh, okay. Grand. She is never right. Don't trust Genter. I know. Guys, I can't really force you where you guys because this is what happened. If you watch my travel update, YouTube because this is how YouTube algorithm works. So when you start watching my travel update, all other YouTubers that does travel update will show up to your feed. So that's really up to you who you will watch. That's really up to you who you trust when it comes to your travel update. I'm going to apply for the 13A. So, my husband Daniel has already applied for his temporary resident card. We are just waiting for Bureau of Immigration when it's going to be approved. Hello, Eaton Squad from West Virginia. Hey, Zachary. Would it be better to marry your Pinay and get the residency that bothering with the SRV visa is paying likely 400 every year? I think on the SRRV, the advantage to the SRRV is you can add you can add your dependents. Like you have a child in your previous marriage. You can actually add your child, but the child has to be 21 years old and below, you know? So use VA for first two shots and Walgreens for third shots. Oh, the Walgreens, the booster, I think they are more on the vaccination shots than the booster. Yeah, but it's because have the VA fill out your yellow card, your physician, if he's willing to fill it out and sign it for you, then have Walgreens add your booster if they will do that too. I I'm tired to stay away from my girlfriend. I know. I really understand. I save 100 more pennies for our meet. I am ready, Pips. Good Lord. How am I going to have that exchange over here? You know, money changers in the Philippines are very picky. I'm not kidding you. If it's 100 crisp, $100, they will give you the highest rate conversion. But if it's a shitty look, they will they will actually decrease the exchange rate of your money. If it's $50, they will give you $60. That's how they convert it over here. Unless you have it exchanged at the bank, which the bank is a little picky too when it comes to that. They want the crisp money. I have a question. Why is South Africa not one of the lanes? Really? No, South Africa is on the yellow list. Yellow list don't really have a specific country that it's in there because the yellow list should be the countries that are not mentioned on the green list and the red list. Is all Mindanao lifted restriction for Sundays or just your province? My girlfriend lives in Iligan City. Thanks for all your info. You are so much up to date always. Thank you. It's just in our city that's lifted. So each local government unit here has its have their own protocols. So just so that the Philippines will now accept either the US and Canada CDC card issued or digital one also. No yellow card needed. I would actually look for the source on that because when I saw that news too, but when I checked the IATF website, if you check the Bureau of Immigration website, there was really no notation in there they already accepted. So I don't know. I will do my research first before I make a video of that. My husband have dual citizenship and thank God before the expiration of his visa we're going home again. That's cool. Safe travels. I got 2 vaccine shots in the States plus got one. I just got the white card and getting my visa card soon. I want to meet my beautiful girlfriend. Cool, Dale. So like I said, I will definitely uh because I check the UIATF website. There is really no, you know, so they might be accepting it already. I'm checking. That's funny. Turkey is in yellow. I think the Philippine government is looking at your live stream. Good changes are coming because of our concerns, I hope. It's like I don't really think you think they would watch my live stream? That would be something. So so like I said, if you guys heard that news that CDC card is accepted, that's actually good, but I would double check it myself because I did not see that in the IATF website. To be honest, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just I'm just making it sure that it's 100% legit, you know? You know me, if you guys been here since the travel update, I always double check. Yeah, we always double check. That way we don't make mistakes. But don't worry, like I said, I will research on that. Hope you don't get a knock middle of night. That would be bad. Oh boy. Hello po. Thank you ulit for all the travel updates. So accepted na po yung CDC card. I really can't confirm that, Eloise. It's like I have to do a thorough research first on that, if that's true or not. If that's really true or not, you know. Doo, 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 doo. That's funny. She's actually live too. But like I said, I will get it. I will get it confirmed. I pre-booked my flight from San Francisco to Manila through Philippine Airlines on February 2022 for 1700. This includes my wife and I, hoping for no quarantine at that time. I enjoy your informative vlog. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Steve, and travel safe. What's for Christmas dinner there? Save us some lechon and pancit. Of course, lechon is a definite on that. Lechon is a definite food on the table for Christmas, you know. Good deal. Wanted to marry on February 22, but don't think it will happen. You'll never know. You'll never know since some Asian countries, neighboring Asian countries are actually opening now. The Philippines might get jealous and just open, you know. The Philippine government will accept planes loads of donation vaccines from the US and turn around and not accept the US issued white cards doesn't make sense. Just in case they are listening. Shout out Philippine government. I, I completely understand your concern on that, Mark. It seems to me that even if the Philippines opens for the foreign travel, to hitch of the whole situation is that nobody's going to be able to afford to travel after waiting all this time. That actually makes sense. Hi, Addie, are you okay? If mention other YouTube channels on your channel for tomorrow night for single person. What do you mean, Grant? Are you okay if I mention other YouTube channels on your channel for tomorrow nights for single person? Yeah, I'm down with that. What's their channel all about? Please invite them too on our show. I'm getting married 2/27/22. I booked my flight to the Philippines 2/10. That's actually cheap, Eloise. Do kids there do trick or treat? They actually do now. Before they don't, but they are now actually copying what the US does. I'm trying to verify and understand the devil in the details of the new resolution, but I can't find it. Looks like a memo. Do you know where the IATF where they post the memos? Yes, I actually have website for them. Go to see this is what I'm talking about because they post something that's really that's what do you call this? That you can't find in the IATF website. So I don't know. Wait, I will send it to you. I will send the IATF website if I can find it. I will probably check Harry Roque's website too if he posted something because usually Secretary Harry Roque will post this is the official website of the IATF. Wait a minute. If you guys want to make sure that uh because it's it doesn't make sense that they would it doesn't make sense that they would impose a they would implement a rule that they don't announce. You know what I'm saying? I posted the link, Jags. Hello, Adi. Good evening. My fiance Floyd wants to know more info about getting that 9A visa. Okay. What does he need? We have built a commercial building during pandemic. Do you think it would be possible to have visa to complete the process permit with the authorities? That would go under business visa, no?
Yeah.
That would go under business a visa, Renee. Ma, mga ilang araw pwede mag-submit ng OHP bago ang flight mo pauwi ng Philippines? 3 days or within 24 hours? You can register. Or within 24 hours. There was really no, let's see, when did he posted this? September, 5 hours ago. I did not really see any change on the resolution. The IATF, yes, but I don't know where they get their source. But I'm telling you, I can't. I did. They don't really have it on the IATF website, so we don't know. Eloise, congratulations. Yep, yep. Ay, why is it rejected? Why is it rejected? Let's see if I can find it. So yeah, I said. Don't worry, guys. I will get to it. We will. We will get it. We will get it confirmed. Don't worry. Blessings from San Gabriel, California. Sino mañana for our LDR discussion. Can I complain also there about my fiance? Just kidding. Sure. Go ahead. I will make sure I got it recorded. What's the name of your fiance again? Guys, we will wrap this up in 2 hours, huh? So we have 20 minutes more to go. So if you guys still have questions, feel free to ask. Put it in our chat box because we will wrap this up in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. La la la. So get those questions in. Mm-mm. Ask ko lang po, kahit po tungkol sa proof of vaccination, hindi digital yung proof dito sa Japan kasi paper lang po dito sa Japan. As in, parang form lang siya ng details po ng vaccination. Meron ba silang QR code? Is there a QR code on the ano po, sa papel na sa Japan? Kasi sa US card lang din eh, yung white. I just want to say thank you for all the updates. I always share your videos to my girlfriend in the Philippines, and she asked me to tell you thank you for all the updates. Ah, thank you so much, Ronnie. Today with baby May and Paul in the Philippines, all dog new tricks to interviews on single moms for the sword man to help him. Sword man, is that Vinsoy? It's like I can't. Paul and May. Is that Paul in the Philippines vlog? Do they it's like invite them in our show, Grant? That would be awesome. Yung Sweden po, wala na po ba quarantine, ma'am? Sweden is yellow, I believe. Have you heard any talk recently about bubble tourism? They are actually still talking about the bubble tourism. They're actually looking at doing that in Boracay and in Palawan, but there is really no detailed information for that yet. But they're actually looking into that. Is it just me or is the IATF about as useless as a boat full of holes? That's a good definition. Paul Philippines, what is the next review on green and yellow countries? That would be in November because the new update is until the end of this month. I hope everyone joins on the Halloween contest. Yep, it's like thank you for reminding me. We actually have a Halloween contest, a virtual Halloween contest going on our page at the Eaton Squad page in Facebook. It's like, feel free to join. We have prizes on it. Pops, the Adventures of East meets West, will actually also sponsor the yellow card, the CDC, WHO International Certificate of Vaccination card to those who wants to join.
The one that Pop has from Amazon.
No, he actually ordered it from CDC.
Oh, did he?
Yes. So he would actually give those as a prize to those who will win from the US. So please feel free, please check out our page. I actually pin it on our page. Not everybody has that kind of money for the inflated airline prices. I mean, after waiting all this time to go to the Philippines, then they got to be stuck with paying ridiculous prices. That is very true. Just got an email from my booked hotel in Manila that they are not allowing refunds. Maybe that's a sign the US will go green and white card will be accepted. Might be. Have a good evening, my little grandson. Just woke up. I am young grandpa. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Torres. Vinsoy could not handle children. That is very true. That could be true. So, so you guys, any more questions, clarifications, and everything? Kailan po, Sweden, ma'am, pwede mag-travel full vaccination na along, ma'am? Kung Filipino citizen, pwede namang bumiyahe. Sweden is under the yellow list. Yellow list po siya under. Now I'm confused on when I should plan to go back to the Philippines. Even if they opened it today, I don't know which month to travel because I am not wealthy. I don't want to pay the crazy prices. I know it's like it's funny. Now you guys have all the money to fly to the Philippines, but it's not open. Then when it opens, you guys won't have enough money to buy the ridiculous prices on ticket. How ironic. Final question. Does green list country means US citizens can go there then? It all the permitted travelers still apply. You still have to be one of the permitted traveler. You are doing great job keeping us all informed, and also I share to my partner and friends in the Philippines. Thanks again. Have a good night's sleep. Thank you, Paul. Philippines. Maraming salamat. What is the vaccination percentage now? What percentage has to be vaccinated for the country to open up? They said they have to reach a community herd, which is 70%. They actually bump it up to 90% because the children now has to be vaccinated 12 years old and up. But in Manila, they're actually at 88% fully vaccinated already over there. So what they are working on right now are LGUs, local government units, to fast track their vaccination rollout in every city. So that's actually good. But for the wait, I will check. Vaccination update. This is 2 days late for some reason. You don't really get an accurate, but oh my god, it went down 21.7. I thought it was already 22. So it's still around 20%. I pay for my ticket from Quebec, Canada to Manila, 980 Canadian dollar round trip. Oh, that's actually not bad, Renee. I still can't find the memo letter to confirm the new vax requirement. Other vloggers are first to report, but I only trust Eaton Squad for authentication. Looking forward for the next. This is what I'm saying. It's like because we have this particular group that they post anything in there. And like I said, I don't jump into a news right away unless it came from a legitimate source, meaning from the Philippine government website. I follow the PCOO.gov, PNA.gov website, Harry Roque, Presidential Communique, because those are the legit news website or government website that releases it's what I don't what doesn't make sense that if the new vaccination, if the white card is already accepted, why is there no news on that? It's not on TV, it's not on article, it's not on website, it's not even on the IATF. So why is there no noise about it that it has changed? I only want to fly on the plane, not buy it. Oh my god, that is true too. That would be real expensive. Paul is a dirty old man. Oh my god, why'd you say that? I'm new here. Are you in US now or I'm in the Philippines now, James. Hello, Addie. I have a certificate of vaccination from the Department of Health in Pennsylvania, the state I live in. Do you think this might be accepted than the white card from CDC? Salamat, James. I would bring it with you, James. The worst thing they can say to you is no. So bring all the documents that would prove your vaccination status. Swedish citizen na po ako, ma'am, pero meron ako all Philippine passport. So if you're a Swedish citizen, you are a former Filipino, pwede ka pa rin umuwi, Lenny. Just bring your old passport para ma-prove mo that you are a former Filipino. One last question. I'm vaccinated, but I know I would need a certificate that is approved by the Philippine government. Where do I get the correct certification in the US? They said you have to coordinate with your health department where you got your vaccination. I'm not the only one that said I only trust you. He keeps on going. Okay, Pops. The 70% target for herd immunity is ridiculous. Many countries are opening with far less than said. Yes, and I was like, return ticket with Philippine Airlines London to Manila December is 2,500, 2,055. Is that pound? The pound is like the L shape, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2,055 pounds. How much is that in dollars, Brian? Thank you for your time and work and your channel. Beautiful English, which helps me a lot in preparing with my wife. What do you mean by that? She'll get used to it. If you're, it's like, I don't speak like this before. I know how to speak English before, but tell you, when me and my husband are still dating, it was a lot easier to talk to him on chat because I could think what I'm trying to tell him perfectly. But when I talk to him on the phone, I actually memorize what I am about to say to him, making sure I am saying it right. So those are the adjustments that I have to do. But having to speak with him on a daily basis, face to face, on the phone when he's at work, your tongue gets used to it. Your tongue would get used to speaking in English. So your wife will get there if that's what you're trying to say, Mark. Percentage of vaccine go down because Filipinos are fast to do baby than the authority would. Is that why the vaccination rate went down? When we check, isn't it, Bev? When we checked last week, it was over 22%. Now it's 21. What happened? It's funny. That's funny.
Like you said, Filipinos are quick to make babies.
I hope we are not depending on getting over 70% herd immunity for it to open, or we're in big trouble. It's that's what I thought too. The US is opening with approved CDC and WHO vaccines. Hopefully soon everyone else will follow. Salamat po for all you do for us. You're very welcome, Johns. I actually uploaded a video on that last night. On the US will be lifting the travel ban and the vaccines that they will accept. They actually added 3 more vaccines to the group. So there's 6 vaccines that they recognize. Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, India are all giving dates about opening, but the Philippines no plan or date when they will be opening. No, it sucks. Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. Yep. Singapore is right behind too. I think Singapore is planning on reopening their tourism for US citizen travelers who are fully vaccinated. So Singapore is one of the best airports in the world, and I don't see them being the last to open, you know. So we have 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes before we wrap this up. If you still have more questions with regards to that, please feel free to comment down below, or I mean, put it in our chat box. It would be on the right hand side of your monitor if you're watching from your laptop or desktop. But if you are watching from your phone, it should be down below. Just click on the live chat. So, guys, if you still have questions, yep. But like I said, I will have few videos. I will have videos coming up in the next few days. So I will be working hard to, what do you call this? Edit it. So that's for the, and guys, I wanted to take this chance to thank you all for trusting the Eaton squad as your first hand information when traveling to the Philippines. You don't know how that means to me in my family that you guys trust our channel that much. I know there are a lot of YouTubers that also does travel update, but you pick our channel and trust our channel for first hand information when traveling to the Philippines. What's the protocol, what's the latest guidelines to the Philippines. We really appreciate you guys for the continued support to our channel. You don't know how I really appreciate all that support and trust that you guys give us in our channel. And that makes us work hard more to deliver just accurate news to our subscribers, to our community, to the Eaton Squad family that are here all the time for us. I thank you guys for that. It really means a lot to us. That keeps us going on giving you guys the latest travel updates to the Philippines, not just the Philippines, but other neighboring Asian countries that are opening, news in the States. I try to give those updates as much as possible as they come in. But like I said, I only give accurate and legit information in my channel because it's really important for me that you guys get the, what do you get? What do you say?
You get the most accurate
You
information.
get the most accurate information on travel updates anywhere in the world. So I really thank you guys for that. $2,824.60. Oh, Allah, I receive a new debit card in, what debit card? Either of our debit card is expired? Oh, I'm sorry. My mother-in-law was texting me. Philippines will be behind on opening and losing so much tourist money to the Asian countries. I was like, I'm really hoping that they would really do an update on that because right now their focus is on the election. Election is coming up on May 2022. So they have filed their candidacy already. Next is campaign, election campaign. So there are focus right now. They are so focused right now on the election. Maraming salamat, Adi. Maraming salamat, Rene. Thank you also, Rene. We appreciate you and your time putting out this info. Thank you so much, Eloise. Maraming salamat, guys. I thank you all so much for, like I said, I, we are really thankful. My husband and I and our family are all very thankful for you for the continuous support to our channel. Without you guys, Eaton Squad will not exist. That's the truth. Without our supporters, without our family here, because you guys are our extended families. So without our extended families, Eaton Squad will not be here. So thank you for that. Yes, Governor Garcia. I don't think she's running. She's running for re-election. She's running for re-election as governor in Cebu province. So, like I said, maraming salamat for joining us tonight. This ends our live. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite you guys. We also have our Sunday night show. This is our LDR discussion. We share tips, we share different relationship. We talk about long distance relationship, tips on making your relationship stronger, the struggles of an LDR couple, everything. We talk about it. We share everything over there. You don't have to be on LDR to join the show. Everybody is welcome on the show. We have singles that joins our show. So singles, couples, Married, unmarried, you guys are very welcome to our LDR discussion. That's every night, Sunday night, Philippine time, 8:30 at night. So I invite you guys to join us. It's fun. Our show goes up to 6 hours, sometimes seven. We haven't broke the 8 hour record yet, but I have a feeling we're going to anytime soon. But I'd like to invite you to join our LDR. It seems like there is a fight between Joey Concepcion and Secretary Duque over the directions the Philippines should go. Let's go, Joey. Yep. So, like I said, it's like the bashing, you know, degrading somebody. It's really election time. So everybody will have to put up their best behavior during election time, which it's sad. I wish they do that the whole term, but they don't. But again, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. That is our 2 hour mark. Thank you so much for all your questions. I hope that you guys I hope that I was able to answer all your concerns, travel concerns, immigration concerns. And thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart. From the Eaton squad, thank you for always there for our family. Maraming salamat. I hope to see you guys in our next travel update. Please keep an eye on our videos. Hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time we have new uploads. And if you are not a subscribed member to our community yet, please consider subscribing so we can give you the latest travel updates to the Philippines. Accurate and legit information only. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Stay safe, guys. Be careful. God bless everyone. Happy weekend. Mwah. Memo is a DOTR memo. Still looking. Yep, Jugs. Jugs, message me on Facebook, please, if you can find that confirmation. Jugs, Facebook, Eaton Squad's seal handle. Bye, everyone. Good night.